What are some good ways to find people smarter than me to connect with? Well, it depends. Like when I say smart, there's smart in different things, right? So there's people who are smart at math, there's people who are smart at physics, chemistry, there's people who are smart at music, right? And then there's people who are smart at like opera singing. And then there's people who are smart at skateboarding and people who are smart at sports and basketball. And so like smart is, when I say the word smart, I don't mean it as in like IQ and that sort of thing. I think those things are pretty stupid. I mean it as in talent in a given field. So someone could be a smart chess player, but then they might make a horrible, like, they might be a total idiot in other things. So for example, with me, like I'm pretty smart at business and financials and analysis and advertising and funnels and conversions and things like this, but I am a total dumbass when it comes to cooking, right? I couldn't cook anything, and I don't even know where the plates are. I don't even know like how to turn the oven on. I suck at that. So like, and I wouldn't be very smart at a lot of things. And so it's domain specific. So first of all, you need to ask yourself, like, what domains am I interested in becoming smarter in? And you need to write those down, and then that will tell you the sorts of people you want to go looking for. When I said smarter than me, I meant it as you mentioned earlier. Surround yourself with people smarter than you in business. Be the dumbest person in the group. I don't know how to find these people in business who would want to bother being friends with me. Yeah, that's a good question. So, like, there's some good ideas here. Like, joining a mastermind group can be a really great thing to do. Like, so that's like you're kind of paying money for it, right? And so it gets harder and harder the higher up you climb, because in the beginning, like just joining a free Facebook group can be really powerful, because the average person in the free Facebook group has more knowledge and experience than you in this field. And so you are being the dumbest person in the room, and the entry cost of getting into that room is free, because it's very easy to find these people. Then let's say you quickly rise to the top, and now you're like, I'm not learning anything in this free group. Now the best way to do it is to join like a consulting accelerator or something, like a $2,000 course, where the average is going to be higher because there's a $2,000 cost of entry. And then it would be to go into something like Up Level, and then it would be to go into something like Quantum Mastermind, right? And then it starts getting hard after that, because you can't buy your way in anymore. And so I've been in that situation, and how I've done it is I've honestly, for a long time, I would read. It's like if you ask me who my mentors were, I had mentors that I paid money for and was in masterminds earlier on, and that was a really good thing to do. But recently, a lot of my mentors have been people like Jeff Bezos and Larry Page and Sergey Brin and Sam Walton and Ray Dalio. I've just studied them and learned through their letters to shareholders and their books and their articles and things like that. And so they've been kind of like, they've been mentors to me, even though they're not aware of it. And that's how I've been hanging out with people smarter than me. But now, like, we've started to hire people in my company that are smarter than me, like, and that's how I'm taking it to the next level now. But to hang out with people that are smarter than you in business, it's quite hard to do, because smart people don't want to be around people that that leech, right? So like the worst thing is to be like a really smart person in a room of people that all think that that person's smart, because they're all just going to bombard that person, and that person's going to be overwhelmed. They're going to leave that room drained and exhausted, and they're not going to have gotten any value out of that. And so they might do that from time to time because they want to give like value to people, but they're not going to want to keep hanging out with those people because it's too draining and there's no reason that they would want to. Smart people like hanging out with people that where a symbiosis exists between the two people. So like, you know, a parasite is something that would, it sucks away life and it doesn't give anything back. It's a taker. But a symbiotic relationship is when both things help each other in a two-way relationship. And so that's what smart people are looking for. They're looking for friends and people to hang out with where that they can give value and the other person can give value back, and it builds them both up. And so you've got to think, you can think, how can I add value to these smart people I want to hang out with? You've got to approach it like that, because otherwise they won't, you'll find it hard to hang out with them unless you're paying them money to be in their mastermind or something, right? That's why paying money to be in a mastermind is a great hack, because that's how you're making it symbiotic, because you're helping their business. That's what I've found. And then reading books, things like that, hiring really smart people. Yeah.